So guys, today we have a pretty interesting video. I don't know what else to tell you guys besides that. It's an interesting video. That is all I'm going to say to you guys. Keep your thoughts to this video constructive. I'm going to surely keep my thoughts to this video or while I talk in a way that is professional. I'm not going to sit here and be a guy that's absolutely bashing a company or doing something like that. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to keep it professional. I don't want to get in trouble. But I feel like I want to make this video. So, you know what? I'm going to make this video. And who cares? And so be it if something happens. So what we are talking about today is we are talking about dynamic difficulty and this whole discussion of dynamic difficulty. And you know, it's a big deal, man. A lot of people are talking about it right now. So I will take you guys over real quick to EA Corey, who is our community manager. Seems like a nice guy. I don't really know him too well. Seems like a nice dude, though. So he posted an official statement on the dynamic difficulty adjustment. We have heard your concerns about the dynamic difficulty adjustment, and we wanted to confirm it's not used in EA Sports FIFA. We would never use it to advantage or disadvantage any group of players against any other in any of our games. The technology was designed to explore how we might help players that are having difficulty in a certain area of a game have an opportunity to advance. So, I'm going to just bring up a few points right here. We talked about this. I made a video about it the other day, right? But I'm making this video today just so you guys know, and I don't want to keep you guys here forever not knowing why this video is coming up. I have found something that is public. I'm not going to share the link with you guys, but I have found something publicly on the internet that is a presentation from the guy who created the patent of the dynamic difficulty adjustment. So there's a patent that's actually out. If you guys click on the link, it'll take you over to the actual patent, the US patent. And what you can do is it'll start showing you guys. Basically, I've gone through this on a video before where we've talked about what's on the patent. What you guys can look at it. That's public, right? So basically, yeah. So hold on a second. So I've basically had somebody looking around the internet for me, and somebody sent me a code the other day, and I think it was fake. I don't think it was real. I tweeted about it, but it made sense, right? And I just wanted to open the discussion about this whole thing, right? Because when you play FIFA 19 Ultimate Team or any FIFA, I mean, really for the last few years, I think I've really felt it. That I feel it when I play the game. I feel like the opponent is being kept into some games, and it makes sense, right? Because if somebody's worse and being kept in a game longer, it's going to make them probably keep playing the game more because they're going to feel better at the game. But in the long run, it's just not fair. It's not fair to everybody playing the game. It's just not fair at all. Because essentially, you're not going to have the skill-based player who's outskilling somebody getting the proper results every time. So, look, again, we're keeping constructive with this video, but I have stumbled upon none of this information is illegal. This is publicly out there. I have received through somebody who's been doing some looking around for me on the internet about some of this stuff, because I'll be honest with you guys, man, and I live in the United States of America. I'm allowed to say what I want, and I'm a respectful person, but while being professional, I don't buy this. I don't buy this. I don't buy this in one bit. And I know some of you guys may lose respect for me for that. I've played over 1,500 games of this game this year. I played over 1,500 last year and about 1,000 in FIFA 17. I'm playing FIFA since the early stages of FIFA. Yeah, man, I really feel like this has always been a part of the game. And I'm happy that these discussions are now coming out because, look, the fact that EA had to make a statement about this shows you that, yeah, it's pressuring, right? I think if any of you guys play a full game, I've talked about this before. If you play a full Weekend League, it would be apparent to you potentially that this is going on in the game. And I think that I was talking about this in my video the other day. The statement of the technology was designed to explore how we might help players that are having difficulty in a certain area of a game have an opportunity to advance. This statement right here tells me that they know too much about this, man. Like that statement right there is like, you know. And the thing is that we would never use it. Okay, this is why I'm making this video. We would never use it. Okay, we would never use it. Let me just get that there because I don't like the wording of that because I think it is in the game. Now. That is my opinion, okay? Because respectfully, I'm not trying to start a war with EA right now. That's not what's going on. I'm telling you guys my opinions on this, and I already have in another video. So we're here to talk about this today. So this was, I believe, I believe one of the first. Let me get the background information on it for you guys. Let me get the background information on it for you guys. So this guy, I believe, he's the first author of the patent, which was the patent that is for the dynamic difficulty adjustment. And he is a senior director at EA and has presented publicly about the use of dynamic difficulty adjustment in FIFA. So this is the presentation that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm not going to link it to you guys. Powering a player-first culture with massive gameplay data, right? A sneak peek into data and electronic arts. So he starts with an outline, EA in games, why data matters, right? This is what he's going to talk about. Now, first of all, so I'm going to tell you guys, this was presented at a college, I believe in 2015. So this is 4 years ago, a long time ago, right? That's a long time ago. So that's why I'm not sitting here saying that it's in FIFA 19, even though I play this game, and in my opinion is that it is a part of the game. And it would make sense for a company to have this technology in the game. I think the community just wants to know, don't lie to us if it's in the game. Now, they've already said no, right? So there's nothing more that EA has to do. EA is not going to respond to this video because they've already said no. They've already done their thing. And my biggest problem right now, and I already told you guys this, they're banning anything on the forum. Post-edited. Post-edited. Okay, so he edited the post. If you guys look at the original post, he said that they're going to block anybody who talks about it. Just so you know. So that post has been edited. EA overview, right? This is the company. This is what it is. This is all the players that play this game. Data usage at EA, right? This is all of what goes on at EA. Anything like that. And let me just get this straight, guys. Look, again, this is not an attack on EA. I do this for a job. You guys know that. I create content. I stream for a job. So I'm not trying to I don't have any ties with EA. So I'm not in a position where this video is detrimental to me. I want to make this video because I love this game and I don't really like the idea of keeping an opponent in a game. And it's talked about in this presentation, which is worrying. Now, something that I didn't talk about right away, guys, this is the outline of his slide, right? This is a presentation he's giving to a lecture hall at a college, and he's showing what is part of the games that they're working on and they're developing in technology, right? What do you see in the background of the outline? Because I see Neymar, I see Sergio Biscuits. Yeah. So I see FIFA in the background. I'm just pointing things out to you guys. Okay, so example player journey through EA ecosystem. I love the word usage in this presentation. So you've got a player on the couch, right? Finds the game through Facebook, finds the game through email, right? This is how people get into FIFA, right? This is essentially how they can get in through the ecosystem of EA, and this is how it all goes, right? So let's get into the juicy stuff. Digital platform, data science, and engineering. Core tech principles: leverage open source, join the community and ride its progress, requires investment in talent, embrace the benefits of the cloud, right? These are a little bit more technical terms that we don't really need to discuss. Data platform architecture, these are some of the things that they use, and this is kind of how the structure of the whole company works, right? All that stuff. Data sources, right? This is not what we're here for. I'm not here to present you guys with this stuff. This is a little bit more of that technical stuff that I'm not really trying to bring you guys. These are the processing engines. These are kind of what goes on. Here's where it's going to get fun, man. This is fun. Data in action examples. Okay, so this is the data of the dynamic. This is the FIFA 16. If you guys can't see, FIFA 16, top right, look on top of me. Data in action examples, right? So this is again, you see Lionel Messi, a picture of FIFA in the background. Dynamic player experience. Real-time recommendation engine. Modify game configuration to optimize for targeted metrics. Example: maximize retention by manipulating game difficulty according to the user state. If you don't know what that means, a maximized retention means that obviously as a game developer, you want people to play your game as much as possible. So a retention rate is the amount of time that you get somebody to watch/play something. So it would essentially be manipulating a certain game difficulty to keep a certain user playing the game longer because their enjoyment level is higher. Okay, so this is just all interesting, man. I'm not making this video claiming anything. Besides my opinion that this is a part of FIFA, I'm just bringing you guys something else that I found that I think is interesting and relevant to bring up. And I don't want this stuff being hidden from you guys or you guys not to know about this stuff because you're not crazy. I think a lot of people feel crazy thinking that this is a part of the game that you play. You're not crazy. I'm here to tell you that you're just not crazy. The fact that this was talked about publicly, it shows you that, yes, this is potentially a part of the game, okay? Whether they admit it or not, yeah, so you're not nuts. The fact that he has talked about it, this guy. So we move on, right? Initial configurations dramatically affect win rates, right? So this is like, look at this, man. I mean, this is trials. This is with some, I think this is with Deep Sea Creature, I guess. This is some like other game. This is not FIFA. So again, there's nothing FIFA related here. Let me just clear that up. There's some data points there. Okay, this is fun. How dynamic experience works, right? Game client. Okay, so this is the person that is playing the game. They have just kind of like a mobile game thing to just kind of like have you like picture something, right? So arrows to recent gameplay plus historical profile. So this was talked about in the patent where it's like recent gameplay. So how long you've been playing recently, and then how long you've actually been playing the game all time. So if you haven't been playing the game for a long time, if they see in your profile that you haven't been playing since 2012, and you haven't played a ton in the last 24 hours, there's a good chance that if you're not playing a lot, well, maybe EA is going to give you, potentially, this is not saying this is a part of the game, potentially they're going to give you some more bounces because you haven't been playing as much in the day, and you're playing against Johnny, who's been playing FIFA since 2010, and has played 10 hours a week in League already that day. I'm just saying. Targeting, right? Predicted churn risk, 0 to 100%. I just spilled my coffee. Recommendation, mapping to chosen difficulty, right? So recommend levers to pull. Okay. I mean, this stuff is like, look at this, guys. Managing player relationships. Imagine, right? This is the guy, he's presenting about his patent, guys, and they're all over this presentation is FIFA. I haven't seen anything else in this presentation besides FIFA. I know he's not like saying that this is for FIFA. It's EA games, but FIFA, it's all over the place, man. And it's like, so I'm just bringing you guys this, man. I just want to talk about it, right? Managing player relationships, who to target, segmentation, a self-serve tool which enables granular targeting of EA players, how to reach them, engagement, manage and deliver targeted messages to players in-game and out-of-game across the EA network, provide the right value, data science, right? Optimize the player-first experience using data science, what to show them, identify the best placement to engage, track, and test messages to our players. So, okay, a set of tools to curate the player journey through differentiating and improving the player engagement. Okay? Player, right? This is some stuff. Anomaly detection and reacting to issues. I don't even know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. And then at the end, you have a picture of EA Vancouver, and it says we're hiring, right? Data scientists and engineers. So, look, there's some things in this presentation that seem quite FIFA-oriented. I know there's FIFA 16 pictures. This thing right here, man, like, the fact that he's created this patent, dude, you know, guys, and, like, real-time recommendation engine, dynamic player experience, modify game configuration to optimize for targeted metrics, example, maximize retention by manipulating game difficulty according to user state. I just don't know, guys. Like, the fact that there's been public presentations from a guy who created this patent that is closely linked. Let me pull up the information part again. With a senior director at EA and presented publicly about the use of, he's presented publicly about, I don't know, man. That's why, guys, there's been a lot that's been going around, man, and the more stuff I see like this that's actually documented stuff, that's like stuff that nobody knows about because it's so old and nobody was really, guys, nobody has ever been talking about anything besides momentum since literally last year, basically. This has been the first year because, here's the deal, guys. I believe this has been a part of FIFA all the time. I just believe that 18 was a lot worse than 17, so because the game was worse, the skill gap was harder when the dynamic difficulty was against you. Like, when it's against you, obviously it's harder to beat it because your gameplay is bad. The gameplay was bad. It was not as consistent. And this year, guys, if you play FIFA 19, you know the gameplay is so inconsistent, right? It's so inconsistent, this game. The finishing is bad. Everything is bad. So when the dynamic difficulty is potentially against you, it's hell this year, and it's noticeable. And that's why everyone's freaking out this year, because the game is so bad that there's no skill gap already. So if EA shifts something in your face like this, right? Like this, recent gameplay and historical profile, where you have Johnny, who signed up last week, and has played 2 hours, and you have Alex, who's been playing since 2010 and has played 14 hours a week in League already, and he still can't finish because the game mechanics are broken. That's where I run into this thing where, like, wow, man, this just so feels like this is in this game, bro. And so I really struggle to believe this, man, because to be honest, guys, and I hate to say this because I'm not calling them out for anything, bro. I'm just telling you guys how I feel, man. They didn't give any proof. They just said we didn't use it. We don't use it. This is all they said. Look, we just don't use it. And right, what else would they say, right? Obviously, they should say something, and they should say, if I were working at EA, I'd say I don't use it, because if they come out and this comes out, right, they've got people freaking working at EA or representing EA that are saying that surprise mechanics are pack openings, bro. So like, they're covering up a million things. But guys, this is the problem for me, man. The fact that they've got people saying that the pack openings are not gambling, but rather they're surprise mechanics. So does this surprise me that they're denying the dynamic difficulty is in the game? Because I'll tell you this, guys, dynamic difficulty, that's really manipulative, man. So if the player base, which by the way, FIFA's a huge player base, if the player base doesn't know that dynamic difficulty is going on while they play the game, it's like borderline, like really kind of screwed up, I have to say, guys. Like, so I think that's why they would never ever admit this, but man, I hope they make a good game next year, because it's fine if this is still in the game, whatever is in the game, but hopefully the game skill gap next year is better, so even if this is happening, the good players, we can still overcome it. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I thought it was really worth sharing with you guys today. I saw this, guys, look, and I said, do I make a Twitter video? And then I said, no, I'm going to want to talk too much. I don't know, man. There's too many things in here that I don't like. I don't like some of the stuff that's been said in this PowerPoint, and I don't like that this was ever a presentation. I don't like that it's got FIFA and EA written all over this presentation. FIFA all over it, man. You know what I'm saying, guys? All over it is FIFA. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. Very curious to hear your thoughts. See you guys in the video soon. Peace out.